As you can see, now that it's level, we can go to the inside.
All right, so to move the latch here, you're gonna lift up on it and slide it over. That becomes our handrail. The door is really tricky. I'm not really sure why. But a hack is to put your hand in the center of the rainbow here, put a little pressure on, and it'll pop right open. Now we're free to take those stairs down. There's a latch right here, a blue latch. Pull that. Now when I put this down, there's a gap between the base of the stair and the gravel, and we don't want that. It's putting too much pressure on the hinge of the stair right here. You can see that there's a bend in that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up on that stair and pull the leg down until I see that it has that nice fit, and then it's no longer arched in that area. Make sure this one's down as well. And when I feel they're secure, we're good to go. So now I'm in the camper and it's ready to put the slide out. So I'm going to take a look at our panel right here. This is right when you enter the camper. And I'm going to extend the slide out, okay? So that's this portion of it right here. You can tell it's real squishy to walk through if you don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and press the button. And out it goes. All right, we are all set up. It is awning time. Time to relax by the fire. So our awning controls are on the same control panel as our slide out was. One thing to note is before you put that awning out, check your door. Just make sure that no part of the door is going to interact with that fabric because we don't want a ripped awning to start our time. That wouldn't be any fun. Also make sure you're just clear of everything. So the campsite I'm at right now has no trees, so it's really easy, but sometimes you have a lot of tree coverage, so just make sure it's not going to affect that awning. So I'm going to go ahead, come on over to my button, and I'm going to start retracting. You can see it moves pretty slowly. And I'm going to keep going till I see some fabric kind of flop down a little bit. And that tells me I'm pretty close to the end of my line. So about right there I can see black. That's a little farther than I want to go. I'm going to come up just a bit. Right there. And that's where that kind of sweet spot is. Now one thing to note is these black bars, although quite visual right now and that's all we are focusing on, seem to be in our blind spot all the time. Every one of us, our kids included, except for maybe Lydia can sneak under, has knocked our heads on those a time or two. I've seen a lot of different examples of things you can do to like bring attention to them so you're not running into them. The simplest thing, especially for renters, is that's where I hang my towels. Nothing too heavy or too soaked, obviously, because that puts more pressure on them. But I just ensure that there's something there to warn people so we're not clotheslining ourselves. When I'm all done, I go ahead and hit that retract button. One thing to note is to ensure that when you are using the awning, insurance does not cover any part of the awning. Not the fabric, not the arms, no part of it. So if we are leaving the campsite, that awning should go up. If it is windy, that awning should go up. If it is storming or going to storm, that awning should go up. Overnight, I typically put it up because I just never know what the weather might bring. And then obviously ensuring it's up before we drive away. But it is like the easiest thing to break on a camper and the one thing that you do not get coverage help with. So we come back, press that button, and she rolls right back in. Snug as a bug in a rug. So some other fun things used on the control panel here is our interior lights. These are are great because I can press the center of them and turn them on and off individually, so only have the areas lit that I need. But to have any power running to them, I need to make sure that this switch is flipped. So I flip it off and all of the lights go off. Our porch lights are here as well. I'll flip those on. And these are just kind of these side lights here. Our awning lights are the string of lights underneath, and that is run here. And then our step lights as well. There's hard to show during daylight, but there's one light underneath the steps that makes sure you're not missing those.